introduced to a guy from a mutual friend. And this, I was told, here was the introduction. This mutual friend came to me and said, Anik, I want you to meet this guy I met recently. This guy's making like $200,000 a month. He's doing this, he's doing that, he's yada, 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 yada. I mean, just, it was really built up. And I thought, wow, okay, I'm used to this, guys. I meet people all the time that are doing all kinds of things. But I thought, well, I'll meet the guy. So I asked my friend, I said, well, what does he do? How does he make this money? How does he drive his traffic? The guy's like, I don't really know, but I know that in 10 minutes he can get 200,000 visitors. I've seen it. And I was like, yeah, that's okay. Now I'm starting to see the bullshit meter is going off. Like, I'm just not believing this. So I said, let me meet this guy. And I met the guy, and I literally thought he was crazy. I mean, I just listening to him because he sounded so so calm and so just, yeah, and he was really modest, but I almost felt like he was kind of lying. Like his modesty seemed like it was a bit of a show. So I'd be honest with you, initially I did not like this person at all, but I kind of called him out and I kind of said, I don't really believe you and you don't really need to lie. Like I've been around in the industry long enough to pick up on all of this. Lo and behold, he sends me some proof shots. Now, I'm going to share those proof shots with you in just a few minutes. Hang in there. But he sends me these income proofs and these traffic proofs, and I was like, I was seriously blown away. I was confused, and I didn't know what to believe. So then I decided that I am going to get on the phone, and I'm going to quiz this guy. Like, I'm going to put my 9+ years to work. And boy, did he blow me away. This guy was brilliant, is brilliant, sorry to say. And the way his mind works when it comes to traffic generation is beyond what I can possibly imagine. I mean, here I've been for 9 years. I have generated $41 million on the internet in sales. I have generated millions and millions of visitors, and he was schooling me. I mean, he was teaching me left and right about traffic. So I saw multiple campaigns that he proved to me where he's generated 200,000 visitors in 10 minutes. And I'm going to show them to you. Well, he's going to show them to you in a very few minutes, right? So I was blown away. Now, the other thing was the things he was teaching me were like super controversial. I mean, just the way, here, I'll tell you what. Imagine being able to take traffic right from Amazon.com, BestBuy.com, AmericanExpress.com, Visa.com, Google.com, Yahoo.com, MSN.com. You name the top site, YouTube.com. I mean, you can name any of the biggest sites. You can take their traffic, take it, and they can't do a darn thing about it. So do you start to see where the controversy might be able to come, right? So it really was something that blew my mind. Now, first of all, completely ethical, all moral, all legal. Don't even start asking me those questions. I would never bring anything to you if I felt it wasn't. So having said all of that, what I've learned from him and what you're about to learn tonight over the next hour is something that changes the rules. This is why I asked you, forget whatever you know about traffic. Forget Google, forget Bing, forget Yahoo, okay? Forget banners, forget solo ads, forget forum marketing, blog marketing, SEO, forget it. All of it. Out the window, in the trash. Because it's nothing compared to what I'm about to show you or what our traffic expert is about to show you. We are changing the rules right now. So I'm going to do a really quick mic check. And I just want to make sure that our traffic expert, Mr. X, this guy who is beyond brilliant, who I got to say, I'm very, very thankful for having become friends with. And I'm just going to check if he's there. Hey, Mr. Traffic Guy, you there?
I'm here, Anik.
All right. Perfect. Well, guys, I want you to understand how much work it took me to convince him to get here. This is why I've asked you, please make sure you have eliminated all distractions. I had to literally bend his arm. I had to do, you have no idea the mountains I had to move to convince him to be here tonight to teach. But I'm telling you because the information that he has to share, I have witnessed it change lives. It's changed mine. After having been in this industry for 9 years, it has changed the way I look at traffic. It has completely changed my business. And I've witnessed him change the lives of other people who we mutually know. Because of that, I would not take a no for an answer. And I have him on tonight for you. Okay? So, what are we going to do today? Well, traffic. Everything you've ever known, learned, or thought you knew about traffic, forget all of it. Forget it all, especially fast, immediate, and targeted traffic. I'm going to show you today how this particular expert has taught me how to make a fortune from just pennies. So the next time you see a penny lying around, pick it up. I'm not even kidding. I'm talking pennies and how they can change your online business. And I'm going to show you, actually not me, I should say this guest expert is going to show you how to compete even with Fortune 500 companies. I'm talking about the biggest companies. You name them. Amazon, Best Buy, I'm having a complete mind blank right now. American Express, Visa, MasterCard. I think I leaked the name right there. So how Adrian, and that is the name of our guest expert, I meant to do that. How Adrian, so guys, get ready to hear a lot from Adrian, sits in his basement, literally, at his computer. It's like Matrix. He just sits there and he's competing with the biggest companies, and he's completely destroying all of them using this one particular traffic strategy. It's truly eye-opening. So, you remember I told you I initially thought he was really crazy and I wasn't willing to believe him, and I called him a liar? That's right. I called Adrian a liar to his face. Well, check this out. This is what he had sent me. I mean, one screenshot shows in 1 month he generated 203,000 visitors. Now, here's the deal. That's just one campaign. One other thing I forgot to tell you completely about Adrian's system is you do not need a website. Now, if you think, you're thinking, well, what am I driving traffic to? Well, that's the whole thing. That's the whole secret sauce of the entire strategy. But you don't need a website. So we don't call them websites. We call them campaigns when you use Adrian's strategy. But in just one campaign, he had over 203,000 visitors in 1 month. Now, look right below that. And in a combination of a few more campaigns, he had a total of 130,000 visitors that same month. So I don't even know how many other campaigns he was doing, but this is what he showed me. I mean, this is what he showed me, and then I thought, great, well, are you at least making money from any of it? And then he's like, of course I am. He shows me some income proofs where, look at that, $15,000 in 1 day. And then another account, he shows me $210,000 in 1 month from just one of his campaign accounts. Just one of them. So, Adrian, if you're there, I just want to ask you real quick, give me an idea of how long it took you to make this 15 grand, or let's talk about this traffic. See, one thing I want everyone to understand is I can generate 203,000 visitors using any form of traffic I want. I can do it through article marketing. The key is it's going to take 3 years, if not more, of dedication, daily dedication, hours and hours of sweat and labor with, still a 50-50 chance that I'll end up doing it. Now, Adrian, you got 203,000 visitors in 1 month. Like I said, I could do the same. It'll just take me years and it'll take me hours. How long did it take you of actual work to get this done?
Anik, it did not take me any more than 10 minutes to build this entire campaign. I literally built it in 10 minutes, set it live, and all I do is I go back and I check and see how many visitors I've had or how much money I've made, maybe once a day. It's pretty ridiculous.
Okay, so we're talking about our hours and hours compared to 10 minutes. So literally, you conceived the idea. So what you're telling me, Adrian, is you had the idea, then you executed on it, and then you had it live, and that process took you just 10 minutes.
That's it, man. It just took me 10 minutes to do it.
And what about the next one? Was it the same for this 130,000 one? I mean, is it just every time you do it, 10 minutes?
I never spend more than 10 minutes building a campaign, and I churn out a lot of these every single day.
Dude, you know what? That's my favorite part about this. So for those of you watching right now, the coolest thing here is what you're not risking. And that's what I want you to understand. If you spend 3 years and you spend hours and hours of your time and life, what if that niche doesn't work? What if the money is not that big in that niche? The conversions aren't there. You spent 3 years trying to figure that out. In this situation, what I love, as Adrian said, he does these over and over. He's not perfect, so he's going to make picks that are bad in bad niches, but it only cost him 10 minutes. 10 minutes and some pennies to figure it out. So, Adrian, same thing here. I mean, is this income practically coming from the 10 minutes of work that you put into campaigns?
Yeah, every time I see it and I think about it, I kind of laugh because it's nuts. These campaigns that I've created, every single one I've created, has taken me literally 10 minutes to create. And you know what's so awesome about it is since I can create it so quickly, I have more time to create more and more and more and more.
I mean, dude, okay. So right now we're gonna hit obstacle number one. People are thinking, you know, this isn't possible. This is BS. This is hype. And you know what? If you're thinking this right now, brilliant. Good for you. Perfect. This is exactly what I thought too when I heard it. Now the cool thing is, guys, we're gonna show and prove it to you live on this presentation. You're going to see exactly what Adrian does, so you can copy and paste it. So if you don't believe us, if you don't believe this, that's awesome. Don't. All I ask is you stick around for a few more minutes because you'll see proof. Trust me, I've been doing this for 9, 10 years now. I would not have brought Adrian on unless he had made a huge believer of me. All right, check out even more. I mean, it just goes to show you, why am I showing you all these? I mean, are we trying to brag right now? You think this is, you know, this is not what Adrian needs. You know, at this time of any weekday. I mean, because he could be relaxing. It's not about bragging. What I'm trying to show you is multiple different income shots. This is why I thought he was lying, because he just showed me so many. I was like, you're stealing these from somewhere else. But they're his. I've seen them now. I know it. I've actually seen it work. So I want to show them to you too. And this is Adrian. Meet Adrian. Adrian is the one on the right side. He's the one with the hair. Adrian, do you want to, you know, if you don't mind for a few minutes, I've spoken roughly about you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give everyone a quick background as how you and I met. But then I'd love for you to talk about your background, you know, how you started. But for those of you who want to know, I met Adrian through a mutual friend who connected us one day and said, you know, I think the two of you should talk. By the way, Anik, Adrian's a brilliant traffic guy, and he can do all this, that, this. Now, come on. I've been in the industry for years. I had never seen nor heard this guy, and I thought, or whatever, you know, it's just another guy. Then, out of curiosity, I ended up asking him once. I said, well, what kind, you know, you keep talking about how good you are at traffic, and, you know, then I heard him say, like, oh, I don't have a website. He's like, what do you mean you don't have a website? He's like, I don't need websites for my strategy. So I was like, well, exactly what do you do? You know, and how much do you even make? That was the first question I asked him. And he said, oh, I've had months where I've made over $200,000. All right, now my ears perked up. And now my, you know, my bullshit radar was going on, and I was thinking this guy is lying. And then the next thing I asked him, he talked about that level of traffic he gets. So that was how we got started. I initially thought he was lying. I initially thought he was BS. And then the strategy he was talking about, I had never heard of it. It didn't exist. What is this penny stuff? What are you talking about? And the only way he could eventually make a believer of me was when he showed me the things I'm going to ask him to show you. But Adrian, you told me once that you started 7 years ago in college. Can you talk a little bit about that? How did you get started? How did you fall into this traffic expertise? And what is this picture that we're looking at right now?
All right, so basically 7 years, I kind of just fell into this. It was one of those things I wasn't really, when I was in college, looking for an online career. But my dad, he did invest all of his money in WorldCom stock, and he lost every single penny. And he was 66 years old, and nobody would hire him. I mean, at one point, he was actually going to local baseball stadiums, AA baseball stadiums, applying for jobs to sell Cracker Jacks, to the crowd, and I just couldn't have it, So my plan to law school in college, and everything got thrown off track when this happened to my dad and my family because we were losing everything. So I started going online trying to find different ways that I could make money on the internet, just something to compensate and just help us get by. And I fell into Google, and that was okay for a little while, but Google just started slapping everybody and charging all this money for clicks, and I moved on into social media, and I did well with a lot of stuff, but in the midst of everything, I discovered this one technique that we're going to talk about today that literally cost me pennies for unique, targeted, like bullseye targeted, relevant users, and it absolutely blew up, and I turned this into my full-time career, and didn't really need to go to law school anymore. And since then, I've traveled around the country, and I've spoken to thousands of people, and I've taught hundreds and even thousands of students how to use this strategy, and it blows their minds. It blows my mind every time I do it, even today. So this picture right here is me and one of my good friends and affiliate managers. His name is Brian, and he works at an affiliate network that I run a lot of traffic to. And I go to these conferences. There are various CPA conferences and affiliate conferences and internet marketing conferences around the country. And I go to them, and I meet my friends and affiliate managers. And this conference, they surprised me. This affiliate network, Neverblue, surprised me with an award recognizing me as one of their top super affiliates. So there I am receiving it in that picture, and I've been blessed, and it's just amazing the things that I've discovered, and I'm super stoked to be able to teach it to everybody.
Yeah, it's tremendous, dude. I mean, so for those of you listening, I got this story, and I'll be honest, I still thought he was lying. It wasn't until he started to show me, prove to me, and I started to do it that I really became a believer. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about myself, and why am I taking this moment to brag about myself? I mean, look, I've been online for over 8 years. We're closing in on 9. And I've sold over $41 million worth of products on the internet. I started with nothing. I've been ranked in the top 3 by Business Week magazine for Entrepreneurs Under 25. I was 2 years in a row an Inc. 500 company, Inc. 500 CEO, yet. So why am I telling you all of this? Well, guys, I've sold over $41 million worth of products on the internet. I know a little thing about traffic. I've generated millions and millions and millions of hits to, I don't know, hundreds, if not thousands of different websites. And I was a very active affiliate. So this $41 million probably doesn't even include a lot of the retail affiliate stuff I did. But you know what? Having done all of that, still yet today, I call Adrian daily for traffic and affiliate income advice. All right, as a matter of fact, I could be traveling, and I have conversations with him when I'm at the airport. When I'm having a layover in Germany, Munich, I'm speaking with him because that is how amazing his mind is when it comes to traffic. He thinks in a very different, he's blessed and gifted in a thinking process when it comes to traffic that I've never seen before. So, and what is the number one problem for a successful business online? It's traffic. Think about it. You can pay anybody to set up a website for you. You can do any of that stuff, okay? But if no one's coming to your site, what's the point? I'll put it this way. You can take as much money as you want, and you can open the nicest store. Let's just say the most delicious deli by far in the world you open. But you open it in this back alley on this weird street that nobody comes to. Well, are you going to make any money? Of course not. Guys, online it's the same type of system. There's just no back alleys and streets. Everyone has a fair advantage, but if you open your online, place and nobody comes to it, well, That's it. So traffic is the number one problem. Well, let's have a look. First of all, getting a website online, like I said now, is easy. Even finding niches is not really that hard. I mean, I've done these training sessions where a lot of times I give away niches, traffic. Now that's the key. And this whole thing about build it and they will come, it's complete BS. And if anyone ever tells you that, call them out on the BS. And then there's a big risk here. You see, if this is done wrong, if traffic is done wrong, you can lose thousands of dollars or lose hundreds of hours of your life. You remember I shared with you, right? I mean, guys, I'll do a quick math for you. I mean, because I want you to understand this in terms of math. Let's say I choose to spend 1 hour a day on free traffic strategies, and I spend 3 years trying to amass the kind of traffic that Adrian can do in, in just, I mean, look, that's 1,000+ hours. And Adrian does 1,000+ hours worth of work in literally 10 minutes. I know, it sounds crazy, sounds hypey. I'm going to show it to you in a second. But just so you guys have an idea here, 1,000 hours is 41 days. I mean, that scares me, guys. That's a big risk. It's a huge risk, okay? Now, there's two kinds of traffic that the gurus talk about. Excuse me, I was just taking a sip of water. Okay, so there's one is free traffic, all right? There's blog marketing, search engine optimization, article marketing, social marketing, viral marketing, all kinds of stuff, video marketing, all kinds of things you can do to drive free traffic. And there's paid traffic. There's pay-per-click, banner advertising, cost per acquisition, Facebook ads. So which one shall you do? Let's look at free traffic for a minute. Free traffic is great in theory, but nothing is ever free in life. You have to write content. That takes a lot of time. You have to spend hours sending emails. It's mind-numbing and boring. It will take days, if not months, to see any results. This is the truth, guys. This is the sheer, honest truth about free traffic. I already showed you an example in which you could end up spending 41 days. That's 1 hour a day for 3 years, 1,000+ hours. It would equate to 41 days of your life that you'd be putting at risk. Your number one asset becomes your risk. And that is your time. Your time becomes your risk. So this is a big problem. This is a big issue. And it's a big issue with the free traffic. Now, there are also zero guarantees. So many times it's going to be a hit or a miss. But if it's a miss, you spent a lot of time finding that out. All right? So before I move on to paid traffic, if you could just take a second, tell me, does this make sense? Are you guys hearing this? Just type a big yes that you agree in that question box on the right side that you see, that question box right there. Just type in big yes that I can see or that I understand. All right, I'm getting, Cindy says yes, 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 yes. And I got Mark here saying absolutely. John says I hate free traffic. Well, John, don't hate it. It's not something you should hate. I just want you guys to understand the reality of it. And I'm going to completely mess up. Philoda says that she's always known this. We got a bunch of you saying, but I can't afford traffic. Guys, I understand that. Believe me, I understand where you're coming from. And that's exactly why Adrian's here to share with you his penny strategy. Because all of you can participate in that. So now let's look at paid traffic, right? But first, before you freak out, paid traffic is incredibly misunderstood. Paid traffic is just incredibly misunderstood. All right? And why? Well, most think you have to spend hours. Most think you have to spend hours you have to do with free traffic, but in paid traffic, most think you have to spend or risk hundreds or thousands of dollars. And you know what? If done the wrong way, they're 100% right. But that's why we're here. That's why Adrian's here. We have the secret. We've got what we call the penny secret, literally using pennies to make sure you never, ever, ever spend hundreds or thousands of dollars. And here's one thing I'm going to leave you with right now, today. This is something that's very important. If you walk away with nothing else from this live training, I want you to walk away with this one simple statement, so write this down. Paid traffic has officially become cheaper than free traffic. Letting that sink in. Paid traffic has become cheaper than free traffic. All right, let me explain this. I want you to see this image here. This is an image of Google AdWords. This is an image for credit card type related keywords. I want you to see how much it can cost. The first one here shows $3 a click. And then we've got some that are $12 a click, $10 a click, $5 a click, $4 a click. The cheapest one I even see on here is 25 or 20, I see 25, 25, 10 cents a click. I see one, which is not bad, but most of them are in the dollars per click. So guess what? If you were to try to bid on these, yeah, you have a good chance you're going to spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Okay? So the pros and cons of paid traffic. Pros are instant traffic, targeted traffic, especially if you do it right. Third is high converting traffic because you're picking from the best. I mean, the example I just showed you, it's from Google. It's people in Google looking to get a credit card. So it's a good keyword. That's for sure. Well, I want to ask you. So right now, guys, on that box on the right side, fill it in. Tell me, do you have enough money right now to be spending $12 a click to just research and find out if something? All right, I don't even have to continue. No, 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 hell no, no way. Are you crazy? Not even a penny. No, 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 no. So, yes, I hear you guys. I told you. I hear you. All right, what are some of the cons, though, of paid traffic? Right? In the past, you needed large budgets. I just showed you, $12 a click. I mean, forget about Google, by the way, guys. Just forget Google. Throw it out the window. That's the number one thing Adrian had me do. That was like the biggest shocker. I mean, it was like, it's when I became his follower. I mean, he told me, forget Google. And because of big budgets, it was really risky. And it took a long time to learn and get good at it. Man, I had to spend thousands of dollars just testing around so I could understand how to do it. It took so much work, and then Google would come along anyways, take my money and slap me to begin with. They take the money, they charge me $12 a click, and I'm paying it, and they still slap me eventually. It's absolutely, I mean, it was disheartening. And this is why Adrian created the penny secret, guys. So, you ready? I'm asking you, are you ready? I want to see you fill out that box on the right side. Tell me, are you ready to understand exactly what the penny secret is and how you can get Fortune 500 companies driving traffic for you for pennies a click? So before we start, I want you to officially, right now, erase everything you know about getting quality traffic. All of it. 100%. We mean it. Whatever you've learned, just chuck it out. The new source is penny traffic. Forget about PPC. Forget about Google, Yahoo, Bing. Forget them all. Forget about banner marketing. Never look for affiliates or partners ever again. And imagine being able to get the biggest sites in the world to promote you. Even Fortune 500 sites. Imagine getting them to send you traffic for just a penny. What if Amazon could send you traffic for just a penny? Do I sound completely blasphemous and crazy right now? Good. I hope you are challenging every word I'm saying right now, because I'm going to prove to you in just a moment how we do this. And yes, by the way, you can get traffic from any company. When I want credit card traffic now, I can get it directly from American Express. Tell me how much of a better visitor I will have if the person came because of American Express. versus Google. And I don't got to pay Google $12 a click. I can pay American Express just pennies. So if you want to learn how I do it, and yes, right now I hear your second question, is this legal or ethical? I'm going to tell you right now, absolutely it is. I would never bring anything to you that is not. You can remove that question from your mind. It's very perfectly legal and very ethical. And that's the brilliant part behind it. All right, check this out. Again, more campaigns, different types of campaigns to prove a point to you. Guys, this works. It's been working, and it's going to continue to work, and it works just as good every single time. Adrian, can you confirm, again, 10 minutes on these as well?
Yep, just 10 minutes. That's all it took, man.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm pumped, dude, because you're almost on deck. So, guys, I want you to do something. I'm going to show you how this works. So we're going to get out of PowerPoint mode now. Now it's time to really get cranking, okay? So for a minute, we're going to assume we're in the gardening niche. Or should I? You know what? Let me do this here. You know what? Let's not do gardening. Let's do the credit card niche since we talked about that. All right. Now we will head on over here to Google. All right, guys, so if you're following along, let me make the screen bigger if I can do that. Perfect. All right, what I'm going to show you how to do is, let's assume for a moment you want traffic from those who are looking for credit cards. All right? All I have now done is I have gone to google.com, I have typed in the word credit card. And I am now going to venture to show you what you could do. You see these clicks, these right here? This is where people would try to get on the left side, on the top, or the right side, sorry, on this right side or on the top. This is where you're going to spend $10, $12 a click. Look at this. And look at the top companies on the organic ranking. Creditcards.com, Visa.com, MasterCard.com, Wikipedia, CapitalOne.com. Guys, BankRate, CreditCardRatings.com, Discover.com, Chase.com, BankOfAmerica.com. Do you have any idea how impossibly difficult it's going to be to compete with these guys on a search engine optimization? You will never be on page one. Mark my words, you will not be on page one. All right? Now, what if I told you that every time somebody clicked creditcards.com, you could get traffic from this site, meaning your site could show up right now, and you could get traffic. So let credit cards rank. You don't mind creditcards.com getting the traffic. What if I told you when Visa.com was clicked, you could get the traffic? So as soon as someone goes to this URL, which is ranking number 2 in Google on the organic, you get that traffic. What if I told you every time someone clicked MasterCard.com, you get that traffic? Forget about credit card niche. Let's try a different niche. All right, tell you what. Type in any niche you want on the box, on the question box. Just go in and type in a niche. I'll give you guys exactly 3 seconds. Type in a niche, and I'm going to pick one, and I'm going to show you the example. All right. Okay. Sylvia said a niche that I'll pick. She said flat abs. Now, why am I picking flat abs? Well, because, you know what, I'll do six-pack abs, if you don't mind, Sylvia. Six-pack abs is a competitive space. Six-pack abs, the #1 ranking site is WebMD. We got WikiHow. We got I Want Six-Pack Abs. I mean, you know what? We can even go one step further, Sylvia. We can go to weight loss. Now we just got all kinds of competition in WebMD, Mayo Clinic, Medicine Net, Jenny Craig, FGS Nutrition. Oh, man. how do we compete with these guys? Look at these sites: Wikipedia, Weight Watchers, LA Weight Loss. I'm done. You can't compete with these, right, Sylvia? But what if I told you every time someone clicked on this particular WebMD/diet URL, you could grab that visitor? Mayo Clinic, you can get Mayo Clinic's visitors. I mean, does that start to intrigue you? Tell me right now, are you guys starting to finally, are you trying to get a little intrigued now? Are you starting to think about how in the world does Adrian do this? Well, let's take it one step further. Forget just the organic sites. Now you can have all the top, forget all just the organic sites, but here's where it gets even better. I'm just going to go right into Google. You know what? I showed you how to get on these sites. But these, you see MetaFast, 10 Best Weight Loss, Sensa, these are the sites that are paying for traffic. So let's go back to credit card. I mean, you can get traffic from Google right there. Creditcards.com, American Express. If someone clicks this link, I can grab the traffic. I mean, can you guys imagine American Express paying $10 a click, and I'm grabbing it from them for pennies? So this is when I hear the voice in your head start to say, this can't possibly be legal. It is. It's very legal. Nothing wrong with it. That's the beauty of it. bankofamerica.com, credit cards. How does this strategy work? You know what? You know how it works? And I'm going to show you how it works. Adrian, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. So the way this strategy works, guys, is we are going to take you behind the scenes in this really interesting system where you can put a bunch of URLs, and when you put the URLs, the system will drop your ad every time that URL is pulled up on particular computers. So I might be confusing you, but I want you to see how I would go about building this strategy. Now, Adrian said something. He said 10 minutes to build a campaign. That's right. Adrian, you said 10 minutes, right?
10 minutes.
All right. So I'm going to do something. Now, Adrian, have I missed anything? I've talked about how they can get free traffic penny traffic from free results and now the paid results. Did I miss something that you wanted to throw in there about the root base of this strategy?
You know, the only thing I want to add on it, I mean, you got everything spot on. I just want to emphasize that when I build a campaign, like you're about to show, it is direct, bullseye targeted traffic.
Perfect. Now, tell me one thing, Adrian. How many of these types of URLs will be at an average? You said 10 minutes. Now, I'm about to sit here and copy-paste all these URLs because I got to have a place to go put these URLs into. So about how many URLs do you have in a campaign?
The minimum amount of URLs I usually put in a campaign is around 1,000 or 2,000. I have some campaigns with up to 30,000 different URLs in it.
All right. So I'm going to stick with 2,000. I'm not going to do this live on the demo, but all right. Let's see where I go with this. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to open up Excel here and try to. I'm going to set it up, okay, guys, so that I got it side to side and make it as quick as possible. So if you guys are watching, watch very closely because I'm a little confused about one thing. All right, let's say right now, guys, we are ready to start swiping traffic. So I'm going to come over here. I will copy this URL, and all I need to be able to do is place this URL in this sheet so that every time this particular, technically speaking, guys, what I should be doing is clicking the actual link. I'll save a lot of money if I get the exact URL, which I just copied. So instead of being American Express, it'd be this long one. But, I mean, Adrian, are you timing me? I completely forgot to time myself.
Yes, I already turned it on.
All right, good. So I forgot to tell everyone, I'm gonna do like 10 of these, and I wanted Adrian to time me, and he's smarter. He's smarter than I. I told you guys he's a smart guy. So, all right. So I'm at. I'm not even doing this 100% the right way right now. You know, I told you should be clicking on all of these links. Like if you click this, you should grab the Mastercard index URL. All right, and I'll grab. I gotta get this Wikipedia one. Oops. Crap. You see, this is what happens when you try to rush things. You freak out. All right, I'm at 8. I'm going to just go up to 10. I got capital 1 here. These are all the cardratings.com. That's a different one. I want to grab that traffic. Stop. Adrian, how long did I take?
Dude, it took you 1 minute and 20 seconds.
So it took me 80 seconds to do 10. That's like, okay, so I already covered 12% of the 10 minutes you do, Adrian. However, you somehow seem to get 2,000 and I got 10. That creeps me out. So I just did some quick math. Means it takes me 8 seconds to find and list one. So if I want 2,000, that's 16,000 seconds. That's 266 minutes. That's 4.5 hours. Look, okay, I'm going to say that's still a light years ahead of the 41 days I was going to have to spend if I do the free organic way. But I don't know, Adrian, I'm still not at 10 minutes. Now, the truth is, I know behind the scenes how you do it, and I'm excited to let you show everyone. But guys, you know all that little copy pasting I just did? You never have to do it. I never, ever, ever, so I'm just going to X this out, because I never, ever have to do that. But I've told you there's one big missing chunk that I haven't revealed to you yet, which is so cool. So forget about, okay, so I told you, right? You can even get sites that are paying for traffic. But check this out. Why just Google? You can do this with all the top search engines. And forget about just that. And now check this out. You can do this with Amazon. So I'm going to go to Amazon. I'm going to type in weight loss. Right? Isn't that, I mean, Amazon's one of the most popular retailers. There are 88,000 results for weight loss. Well, guess what? I can make it so my ad shows up for each of those 88,000 results. Meaning, the minute someone clicks this combo Akai fat burner, see this URL up here? Boom, I can grab it and get traffic to my site. Anytime someone clicks running sucks, boom, I can use that URL. I mean, these are the top results for a reason for the word weight loss. You can imagine they're getting a ton of traffic and sales. I can monetize all of them. Okay, forget about just Amazon. What about YouTube? Well, heck, I can go to YouTube, type in weight loss, and all of these. And check, this video has 300,000 views. Guess what? That's 300,000 people that could see my ad. This one has 3.5 million views. There. I can go here and say filter and do view count. 7.4 million views. Boom. Every one of those could have seen mine. 95 million views. Well, that's a Little Wayne song. Why is that coming up? Okay, it's crazy. But here you go. 59 million views for the best exercise for lower body. Every one of those could have seen my ad. We got all kinds of crazy stuff coming up for this walk. But do you guys see what I mean? I'm just getting started. Any URL, any company, anywhere, you can grab, just as long as you can copy and paste their URL, you can grab that site's visitors. It is the freaking coolest thing out there. And you can do it with almost anything. So how does it work? Well, whenever someone goes to that URL, your ad is going to pop up. It's super easy. You just set up the ad in the back end, and we're going to show you the exact system that just makes the ad for you in minutes, sets it up, you hit submit, you're live, and you get something like this. This is what an ad looks like. So Adrian, can you talk us through this really quickly? Talk me through this campaign. What is this ad? What is it doing? How did you use it? How did you monetize it? Talk me through that.
All right. Okay, so Anik, what I did is I went into just a random affiliate network, a CPA network, and I looked through all of the different offers that I could choose from to promote. We all know affiliate networks have a ton of different offers in them. And one of my favorite types of affiliate offers to promote are these email submits. And I found one for a free $1,000 Best Buy gift card. And this particular affiliate program tells me that every time I send somebody to this offer and they put in their email address and hit continue, I get paid around $2 every single time. So rather than going to Google and all these other places and paying a lot of money for ads, I use this penny technique. And what I decided would be a good idea is when people type in bestbuy.com to make my ad for a free Best Buy gift card pop up over and on top of bestbuy.com, but only when people visited bestbuy.com. Common sense tells me if you're going to bestbuy.com, they got something you want to buy and you want to spend money there. And everybody likes to be smart. Saving money is smart. So, I mean, hey, you know, if a pop-up comes up that says, get a free $1,000 Best Buy gift card, put in your email address to see how it's done, I would think most people would take that opportunity. And another thing I want to point out is the way I set this up. You see, people visit bestbuy.com and they get a pop-up from Best Buy's gift card offer. So they don't associate these pop-ups with spam or anything like that, because I'm able to like bullseye target, like I said earlier, and make sure that they're only popping up in relevant places. So I have massive conversion rates.
That's dude, it sounds like theft. I mean, it's so cool. It sounds like theft, but it's not. There's nothing wrong with this. It's, you know, they put this out there for a reason. How much more targeted traffic can you possibly get? Adrian said before, he gets targeted traffic. Well, duh. I mean, how much more possible does it can't get any more targeted than that? Just incredible. So this is where, you know, we introduced to you what I call CPVX. Now, you may have heard of CPV before. It's cost per view, but this is not the same. By far, it's not the same, guys, okay? The X is something Adrian has added because his strategy is so freaking dead simple. The X is something Adrian has added because his strategy is so dead simple. Check out this recent campaign for a second. 9,000 visitors in just 10 days, and this was like a week campaign. This was just something he threw together, very small, nothing big expected. Over $50,000 in commissions. $50,000 in commissions. Here's another campaign. 182,000+ visitors. Are you guys seeing this trend where within a short span he can do six-figure visitors? Like, it's like a dime a dozen for him. At a 2.3% conversion means he's getting money for this. This is 2.3% conversion, guys, is really high. When you're dealing with 182,000 visitors, that means it's highly targeted traffic. It's very, very hungry traffic. But what's CPVX? You can put your ad on any company's website for as little as just 1 penny. You already know exactly what the visitors want. The best kind of targeting. If someone lands on bestbuy.com, you know what they want. If someone lands on a YouTube video about how to burn belly fat, you know what they're looking to watch a video about. If someone lands on a camcorder URL on bestbuy.com, they're looking to buy a camcorder. Doesn't get any easier than that. The smartest and biggest companies don't even know that this X system exists. Now, I'll tell you, honestly, I have found a couple of smart ones that do. And they dominate using this strategy. But someone like Adrian can walk in and kill some of the biggest companies that have millions and millions in ad budgets because those guys just don't know this exists. There's a big problem. There's big companies with big budgets who use CPV. Now, granted, they keep the X out of it, and that, thank God, it saves us. But they make CPV a very dangerous battle. So if you don't use the X, this is how Adrian fights back. This is why no one stands a chance against Adrian. It's because of that little X. But if you don't use the X, don't bother getting into CPV because you're going to get completely annihilated by companies that have way too much money. So what we've decided to do is let them keep paying the big fees, but we're going to stick to just because we have the liberty to do so using the penny secret. Big companies are jealous. Using Adrian's secret, you get more traffic than anyone, far better targeted. Your traffic is just pennies, and you get instantly launch your ad instantly. You don't have to sit around and wait for approvals and Google and slapping and blah, blah, blah. So from now on, I want you to pay very close attention because only a select few have ever even been privileged to see what you're about to see. Trust me, only a select few have been privileged to see what we're about to see. By the time you are now done watching him do a live demo, Adrian is going to show you, essentially, he's going to launch a campaign in front of your eyes so that we can make a believer out of you, so that you no longer call BS. We want you to be on your way to having accounts that look like this. $52,000 in commissions, $100,000 in commissions. So you ready? Adrian, are you ready to show everyone how to do this?
Yes, I am.
All right. I am going to make you presenter here. It's all yours whenever you're ready.
All right. Give me 1 second. I'm just waiting for the button. Okay, so show my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yep. There
Okay.
you are.
Cool.
You're good to go, man. All yours. So for those of you listening, lean in closer to the computer now. Get your note sheets out because you are about to see exactly how to use the CPVX strategy so you can get traffic from any website in the world for as little as penny. And with that, I'm going to shut up. Adrian, all you.
All right, guys. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take you through the entire process that I use when I'm creating these massive campaigns to get tons of traffic, and how I do it in just about 10 minutes. First, I want to introduce you to the place that I actually use to get this traffic going, to get these pop-ups, and that place is Direct CPV. There are various other CPV networks out there, but Direct CPV by far is one of my favorites. So I just get a free account here. It's free. I just click here to start advertising now, and they are the ones that allow me to pop up my websites, my affiliate programs, all that stuff in front and on top of other people's sites. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to log into one of my sample accounts for this demo. So just log into this account real quick. And now that I'm logging in, I also want to go into a CPV network and a CPA network and pick out an affiliate program, a niche for us to promote before I show you my full technique. So what I've done is I've come over to one of my favorite CPA networks. They're called CPA Tank, and I'm going to click on the offers button. Now when I click on this button, what it's doing is it's listing all of the different affiliate programs I can choose from to promote. Any affiliate network has most of the same offers, so it really doesn't matter which one you're in. And for this example, I think we'll do, I was thinking about doing TV, a free TV, keep it real general. So I'm going to type in up here TV. It brings up a couple of different affiliate programs that allow me to promote TVs. Down here at the bottom, and I'll zoom in on it, here's an offer for a Vizio HDTV. And this offer tells me that whenever I get somebody to convert, they'll pay me $1. So let's take a look at what it takes for me to convert. Okay, so I have it pulled up over here. And this is what I want to pop up on people's computer whenever they are searching for TVs. When somebody puts in their name, email, number, and hits continue, that is a conversion. I get $1 every time somebody does this. Okay, so typically what I do to get pop-ups over relevant sites is they would come over to Google and they would type in something like cheap TVs for sale. And Google will bring up places like store.sony.com, televisions, no more rack, whatever. And of course, people also think about things off the top of their head, like bestbuy.com, walmart.com, costco.com, sears.com. I mean, guys, we could all sit here for about 10 or 15 minutes and think of the top companies online that sell televisions. But here's what a lot of people doing CPV and attempting to do CPV don't think about. There are other massive websites on the internet that we don't know about, that aren't the big brand name stores, that are on the first pages of Google, Yahoo, and Bing, that get thousands of visitors a day, that we need to be popping up over. Those are customers that no one else knows about. We cut out all the competition if we can get on top of those websites. So that's why we go to Google. We go to Google and we start scrolling down and we do the whole copy paste thing, like techbargains.com, Overstock, Walmart, Big Outlet, Circuit City, Huffington Post, Deals News. I've seen one on here called like cheapstingybargains.com. That one always makes me laugh. These are websites on the first page of Google getting a ton of traffic. And, you know, I used to go through here. I used to do what Onyx showed you earlier. I used to spend hours and hours copying and pasting these. And I would stay up all night long. And I tell you what, by the time I was done creating it, I was so sick of copying and pasting that I didn't even want to do it anymore. Because I've always said, you know what, success and wealth is really nothing if you spend all of your time to achieve it. I mean, I want time to do things with my success, you know, enjoy the fruits of it all. So I started getting real bummed about it. And I came up with this idea. I said, you know, what if there was a way to automate this? I mean, there's always a way to automate something. And I linked up with a programmer of mine, and I asked him, I said, dude, could you create me something that would do all of this work for me? And he said, you bet I can, man. And we've been working on it for over a year now. And I've used this tool that I use to automate this personally, myself, privately, and I haven't shared it with anybody until Anik kind of begged me, as he said, you know, to share it with everybody and teach everybody. So I'm going to show it to you, and I'm not going to beat around the bush any longer. I'm going to pull it up right now. So my solution to all the copying and pasting and wasting all the hours and hours and hours to do this CPV marketing and be ahead of everybody else doing it is a program that I call Mass Traffic X. This software puts that X into CPV that Anik was talking about. So let's just go ahead and let's build a campaign really fast. Okay, so let's go over to Direct CPV real quick before I show you what Mass Traffic X does. And let's just go through the process of creating a campaign. Okay, so I'm going to come up here to the top right where it says Create a New, and I'm going to hit Campaign. And it's going to say Name Your Campaign right here. Name your campaign. I'm going to put in let's see, TV, free test TV campaign, okay? Then it's going to say, where do you want to pop up these links for this campaign? And I'm going to hit United States of America. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. All right, guys, I want to point this out real quick. We do not need a website. I mean, we do not need a website to do this. I'm sending people directly to this site right here. It's already built. It's already up for me. The affiliate networks do that for you, and I get credit for it. I just want to reiterate that. So then I come back over here, and I just name my ad group. I just follow the steps in Direct CPV. And it says, number one, what do you want your budget to be? I put in $5. I always start out a campaign, guys, on a $5 a day budget. That's the maximum amount of money I'll test on. And it's because this traffic is so dirt cheap and so highly quality targeted. At a penny and a half, I can get a ton of traffic for $5. Then it says, hey, Adrian, do you want to do targeted traffic or bypass all targeting? Come on, guys, let's get real. We want to keep it targeted. Always keep it targeted. Step number 3, I leave it blank. And now here's the fun part. It says, how much money do you want to pay for all of these pop-ups? So I come over here and I put in, I want to do a fixed bid, and I want to pay literally a penny and a half. Penny and a half. Every time somebody hits a website that has anything to do with TVs or TV reviews or buying televisions, I want to pop up to them the opportunity to get a free TV, and I want it to cost me a penny and a half. Then it says, what landing page do you want to use? Okay, guys, this is where typically people would have to put in a website that they spend a whole bunch of money on, would be going right here into the destination URL. But in this case, since we don't need a website, I come over to my affiliate network. I find that offer. Here it is, Vizio TV. I'm going to click it. Pulls up where I can get my link. You see here it says it pays $1, and do you want your link? So they've already built the site for me, so I click Get My Link. And it gives me this nice, long, ugly link right here. And this is my tracking link. Nobody is ever going to see this link but me, and that's it. So whenever I take this link and I copy it, and I come up here into a blank browser window and paste it, and I hit go. Boom, it takes people straight to the offer page, and I get credit for it. It tracks it all for me. So now that I've got my affiliate offer, I'm coming back over to Direct CPV. So I take that affiliate link that I copied, that ugly link, and what I do is I paste it right here. Now, if you're not even doing an affiliate program, you could put in your website that you already have for whatever business it may be. You can put that right here too, but whatever. We're using this affiliate example. All right, now, number 6, it says, hey, how do you want to target? Do you want to target by keyword or URL? My favorite is URL targeting. I love to target other people's websites that are relevant to the offer that I'm promoting. So we click on URLs. Then I'm going to hit save and continue, and it's going to bring me to the next step. The next step is going to say, all right, now tell me all of the different websites that you want to pop up your offer on. So it says enter in 1 URL per line. So this is the point where most people would start typing in, okay, well, bestbuy.com, they sell TVs, and let's say Walmart.com, they sell TVs, and then go over to Google and copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to waste my time doing that. I'm going to come over to my solution, Mass Traffic X. And I'm going to scroll down. There's like 23, 24 tools in here. I can't show you all of them right now, but I'm going to show you my favorite ones. My first one is the URL scraper. I'm going to show you how that one works, but first I want to go to related keywords. I'm just going to type in here in the related keyword tool, cheap TVs. This is something that people might go to Google and type in if they were searching for cheap televisions. I think we could all agree on that. So I hit get keywords. And in a matter of seconds, it pulls up a whole bunch of different relevant keywords. LCD TV, TVs, portable TVs, cheap TV, HDD TV. All right, so it's already taken a couple of minutes of work out for me. You know, just coming up with keywords. This isn't even the impressive part. See, I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to take just 10 of these. I'm going to copy them, and I'm going to come down to the URL scraper. I'm going to paste these in. I'm going to paste these in the URL scraper. And I'm going to tell this URL scraper not only to go out to Google, and not only to go out to Bing, but also to go out to Yahoo as well. And copy and paste all of those websites that are showing up not only on the first page, but I'm going to tell it to get all the websites that show up on the first 2 pages of the 3 biggest search engines on the internet. And I'm going to make this tool do it all for me. So that said, before I start this, guys, I just want to pull a timer back out. I'm going to time this. I'm going to time how long it takes me to do all this work. So I'm going to go ahead and hit Get URLs and hit Start. Now, what Mass Traffic X is doing is it's going out onto Google, it's going out onto Bing, it's going out onto Yahoo, and it's doing all of that copying and pasting and it's going to return to me hundreds, even thousands of websites. Already in this tool, I'm going to be able to save them. I'm going to be able to export them so I never have to do any of this ever again. And I'm going to be able to bring them very quickly over into direct CPV. And of course, the bigger the keyword list is that I put in there, and I just used 10 this time, the bigger the list of URLs is going to be that it returns back. So we're going on 50 seconds now. Looks like the tool is done, so I'm going to stop it right there. So in 55 seconds is what I have here. Look at this, guys. I'm just going to start scrolling down. Next tag, electronics, Sony.com, 12volttravel.com, bizrate.com. Next tag, Shopzilla, Price Grabber, Text Bargains, Deals Plus. I mean, look at all of these URLs. These are all of the websites, cheaptvs.info, youbargainmart.com. These are all the websites that come up on the first page and the second page of the 3 biggest search engines on the internet. And I pulled all of these up in 55 seconds. That's it. I mean, think about it. How long do you think it would take you to go copy and paste all of these? All right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to select all of these, come down to the bottom, hit Add These to My Basket. Because, guys, I'm not done there. That's not it. I don't just want the Google, the Yahoo, and the Bing websites. I know that sometimes people also go to Yahoo. I know they come over to Yahoo and they might type in TV reviews. Because when you're looking at making a purchase like a TV, obviously you want to make sure that you get the best one. So sometimes people review them. I get 967,000 video results. All right, so we got here the Samsung 40-inch LCD TV review. It's got 79,000 hits. I could have had all those people see my ad. We got 42,000 hits. We got all sorts of different videos here with thousands of tens of thousands of hits. All right, so instead of clicking on these videos like this one here for this Samsung TV review and letting these videos play and coming up here and copying this URL and coming over into direct CPV and pasting it like so, I'm going to come back to Mass Traffic X. And I'm going to go to my second favorite tool, which is the YouTube scraper. And I'm going to start typing in more keywords, or I can go back and use the previous ones I used. But let's just do like LCD TV reviews. Let's do plasma TV reviews, because people might type that into YouTube. Let's see, the new 3D TV reviews, LED TV reviews. We could do Sony TV versus, what's another? Samsung TV. I mean, we could think of a couple of keywords here. And I'm just going to stop there with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, a couple of keywords, 5 keywords. And I'm going to tell the YouTube scraper, once again, get me all the videos from the first 2 pages of YouTube, because I know people go past the first page. I'm going to hit scrape videos. So right now, once again, Mass Traffic X is going out there, and it's going to YouTube for me right now in a matter of what was that, less than 10 seconds? It's gone, and it's gotten every single video for each of those keywords from the front page and the second page of YouTube. And it's copied those for me. Now, whenever I take these URLs and I put them in direct CPV, Every time somebody visits these videos that are on the first page of YouTube right here, my pop-up for a free TV is going to pop up over those videos. Now let's think about it, guys. You're searching for reviews on television sets, and you see a pop-up come up over your computer screen that says, hey, put in your email address and see how you can get a free 55-inch HD TV. Common sense says a lot of people are going to see that through. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these. I'm going to hit Add to Basket, and it's going to put them in my basket with all those other URLs, all those other URLs that I had before. And I'm going to come down to the bottom to my basket, of course, and it's going to bring it up all these URLs. Look at that. Just scrolling down. Still not even halfway through them. Scroll a little faster. I mean, look at all of these. I'm about to make DirectCPV pop up my ad for this free TV on all of these websites. So I'm going to click them. Oh, made my computer go off for a second there. All right, we're back. I'm going to click them, and I am going to hit export. Okay, so I just hit export. Now it's made all of those websites copy and pastable. I'm going to hit select all, copy, come back over to DirectCPV. I'm going to hit paste, and boom. That's it, guys. I mean, I literally just did 4 to 5 hours of work just then. That's it. That's all there is to it. I come over here, and I hit save and continue, and the campaign's done. The ad is out there, it's live, and anytime somebody visits any of these websites out there, anytime anyone visits any of these websites out there, they're going to get the pop-up from my ad, and I'm going to get credit for it, and it's going to cost me $0.015. So sure, I'm going to let all these guys keep doing it the ancient way, what I call the ancient way of marketing, and paying $4 and $5 and $6 a click on Google, Yahoo, and Bing, and whenever somebody comes to their site and clicks on it, sure, I'm going to pop up my website from my offer over their website for $0.015. And I don't feel bad about it. You know, I say, you know what? You should have attended this webinar. You should have attended this training and figured out how to really stay on the cutting edge and do marketing the way it should be done nowadays. Get rid of the old Google. So with that being said, guys, this is how I crank out campaigns every single day. And now, since I can build a massive campaign with thousands of targets in it in about 10 minutes, not only am I saving time, but I'm able to make more money because I can create more campaigns to build my business faster than anybody else out there can do it. So I'm always 10 billion steps ahead of everyone else in the CPV game. That's it, guys.
Wow. So, all right. So if you guys saw that, I had calculated it out, right? Before you needed 80,000 seconds, it'd come down to like 4.5 hours. This is how Adrian does it in 10 minutes. Now, Adrian, you have not shown all the cool stuff. Can you show one of my favorite features of this guy? So pay attention, very close attention. Is that something like top million site? I mean, I love that feature. Can you show that real quick? You know what you want to talk about, Adrian?
Yes, I do. Down here, yeah, the top 1 million domains.
Yes, that one.
So let's click it. All right, so what this tool does is it finds only the highest traffic websites on the internet for specific keywords. So I could say, hey, Mass Traffic X, I only want you to return to me the top traffic, highest volume websites on the internet that have to do with, let's just say, electronics. And then I hit my Get URLs button. And literally within a couple of seconds, it's brought back 24 pages of the top visited websites on the internet for electronics. And then over here to the right, it tells me the rankings on Alexa and Quantcast and a couple other options that you'll see later. But I can just sit here and go through these and select them, add them to my basket, and know that I am targeting the websites on the internet that are relevant to my product or service or affiliate program to get the most hits on the internet.
Dude, that is like just crazy, 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 crazy. Now, here's the other thing, guys. So one thing that Adrian nor I have spoken about yet, that he has put in here that we're going to give you guys access to very soon. This was how Adrian finally convinced me that he was not lying or BSing to me. Well, first of all, I use the system that you've seen, okay? It is far more powerful. Adrian is a very modest man. He hasn't even shown you some of the features, some of the things in there. Like, I love the keyword combination stuff. I mean, related keywords is awesome. Keyword combination is awesome. I mean, every little bit and piece of it. But at the very top, Adrian's even, Adrian can scroll up a little bit. There, do you see right there, it says ready to go campaigns, that little button right there? I mean, that's it. I'm not going to show you too much about it, but guys, he gives away some of his top converting campaigns. Adrian, can you talk about that? Like, why do you do this? I mean, this is how you convinced me. I mean, this was why I knew you're the real deal, because you're willing to give everything. I mean, you show it in such a way where you're like, whatever, here, how can one argue? But why are you willing to go to this degree?
Well, that's a great question, Anik. And like all of my students that I've taught this initially came out of the gate skeptical and asking me that question just like you did. But here's something that I have come to realize, that for some reason, not many other people on the internet have realized. There is so much traffic out there on the internet. I can't possibly have it all. I can't afford all of the traffic on the internet. No one person can afford it all. And these companies like Direct CPV, they know that not one person can afford all of it as well. So people say, why would you tell me the exact campaigns you're doing? It's because Direct CPV and all of these CPV networks, they take your pop-ups, your ads, and they rotate everybody doing it in. So if you're doing the same campaign as me, it's not going to hurt me. You're not going to be above me in a #1 position or #2 position. You're just going to, your traffic is going to be rotated in with my traffic, and everybody's going to get some. And I know that, you know what, if I'm not doing it, someone else is also going to be doing it. I would much rather be my friends and my students getting in on the action than somebody I don't know. So what I did is I took some of my top niches, top campaigns, and I already have everything in there done, like all of my targets, URLs, keywords, and I just put my top 3 in here for the students to get them started, because I want to see success stories, and I want people to say, you know what, Adrian Morrison's the real deal. He really hooked me up, and he's the real thing. So I put him in here.
And you know what? Thank you for that honest. I mean, that's awesome. So, guys, what else can you ask for? There you go. All right, Adrian, I'm going to steal the screen back from you.
All right.
So, share screen. And Adrian, let me know when you can see my screen.
Yeah, I can see it.
So, guys, that's what you saw. That's the truth of it. I told you. I promised you we were going to prove it to you. This is how I became a believer, and this is how you should become a believer. I really, really wouldn't expect nothing less from any of you, because it does sound crazy, but you just witnessed all the different arrays of sites that Adrian can grab traffic from for a pen, and he explained to you exactly how he does it. He even showed you the systems he uses to implement, to go put it into play. But what you don't know yet, what Adrian forgot to mention, is that what he showed you, his software and his system can do, is still only 10% of the reality. It can do a heck of a lot more. Again, Adrian's a very modest man, and because of that, he didn't tell you that. But I'm here to tell you, because I've used that system through and through. Now, you know, when Adrian and I became friends and when we started talking and really Adrian became my coach and teacher in the world of internet marketing as far as traffic, we found that we had some things very common between us. We found common mistakes. You know, when we first started, both of us got trapped in the same types of traffic problems. We either wasted time or we wasted lots of money. We had no technology to help us. Everything had to be done manually. Literally, the first time that Adrian told me about this strategy, I spent 4.5 hours building a list. I sat there and banged my head against the wall and built one by one until he showed me this. Then I wanted to hit him because I felt like I had wasted so much time. But he was sitting on this amazing technology. When I first started 10 years ago, I didn't have any technology for anything. Neither did he. He also spent that 4, 5, 10 hours. And we had no expert we could trust. I mean, this is huge. You know, that's why when I was initially talking to Adrian, I was like, I don't know, he doesn't really know what he's doing because I didn't trust him. It wasn't until I see what he was doing. And then for the first year, I refused to invest into my business. Now, what do I mean by that? I need you to understand a concept very strongly right now. Okay? I need you to understand a concept very strongly. Free traffic is going to cost you more, and it's going to be more expensive than now the new paid traffic. What I want you to do is, you see that question box on the right side? I want you to type in yes or I get it. That's all I want you to say. Because you have to walk away with nothing else from this training with that concept. Understood. Free traffic is not free. Or you know what? Even type that. I'm kidding. A bunch of people. Oh, I got it on it. Yep, I get it. I'm a believer. You made me a believer. The other thing you could type in for me is free traffic is not free. I want you to understand that. There you go. A lot of I'm getting hundreds of people flooring it. Free traffic is not free. Exactly. Yep, Sally wrote, free traffic is actually the most expensive kind. You're 100% right. 100% right. So both Adrian and I, we refused to invest into learning, into education, but more importantly, into technology. Because we felt we could do it on our own. We felt everyone was out to get us. We felt everyone was trying to scam us out of money, and that's not the case. And it wasn't until we figured it out and started to invest and get the experts and bring on the technology and bring on the proper training, it wasn't until then that we actually started to succeed. I know for myself, it took me a little over a year. And it wasn't until I made that investment that I actually started to see success. Check it out again. Accounts such as $7,000 in commissions in 3 days, $6,000 in 1 day, all without ever having made a single website. He doesn't even know how to get a website onto a URL. Adrian, am I right? Right now, if you had to find a way to get a website online, do you even know how to do that?
You know, it's I used to be embarrassed to say it, but you know what? I have no idea how to build a website and put it on the internet. But since I don't have to know, now I'm actually proud to say it. I feel bad for everybody else who has to sit around building websites.
Guys, I'll tell you a little secret. Adrian and I actually we actually fight over this issue because I'll tell him, hey, can you do this real quick? And he'll write back and be like, I don't know how to do it. And I'm like, Adrian, how can you not know how to do this? Like, come on, dude, do this. And he's like, I don't know how to do this. I'm like, dude, you make $200,000+ a month online. You can't do this? And he's like, no, I never need websites. I've never played with this stuff. And it blows my mind, but it is what it is. That's the power of the penny system. It's the power of his CPVX system. He showed it to you live. It's the coolest thing where you can go that far, make that much money sitting alone in a basement, competing with the biggest companies in the world, and you still don't know how to put up a website. I love it, Adrian. I think you should be damn proud of it, man. I think that's the coolest thing about your system.
For sure.
Now, let me ask you guys a question. What if you had the same technology and Adrian on your side? How many would want Adrian and our entire team, that includes me, to help you get started? We're right behind you to push you. But that means because we're right behind you, we can answer your questions. How about automatic campaigns that are ready to go? I'm talking about, I should say ready, it says read, but I'm talking about all research done. I'm talking about a full live example you can stare at and just like copy. you would know exactly what we mean. I'm talking about an entire optimized system, years of mistakes that you don't have to make. Adrian, would you agree that you've literally made years of mistakes? I mean, it's cost you a lot of money making them.
Oh yeah, I've spent a lot of money and a lot of time making mistakes.
Exactly. So guys, you can either make those or you can just learn from us. I know I've made tons. And how about getting fast traffic almost immediately, overnight? You can start getting traffic like tomorrow morning. You could have, literally like tomorrow morning, you could be potentially on your way to the kind of traffic Adrian gets. While having all the money-making tools all built in, all of them built right into the system. Guys, I'm asking you again, what if you could have the same technology that you just witnessed Adrian using, plus more, plus Adrian helping you get the penny system in place so that you can start making money online without a website, without having to worry about traffic, having to worry about the two main things in the world. So this is where we came up with this mega main bonus number one. I call it the quote-unquote done for you, and I call Adrian crazy for it. Everyone else has called Adrian crazy for it. It's where Adrian goes beyond training, beyond software. He told you he wants you to say, Adrian is the real deal. So for the first 30 students only that we get today, all right, for the first 30 students we bring on today, you're going to get to see examples of his best performing campaigns for free. I mean, literally all of it laid out, the exact URLs, the ad, everything. Because that's how much because look, we always say the best way to learn something is by watching or seeing it being done. You can read about it as much as you want, but now he will show you what he means by showing you what he did. And that is awesome. We also want to give you backdoor number one, which means getting any Google site to promote you. Not just Google, forget Google. I'm tired of talking about Google. But all of the top ranking search engines, Yahoo, Bing, your top competitors, even Fortune 500 companies, have no idea what you're about to do, and they are going to start sending you traffic without even having a clue that they're doing it. All right? How would you love your top competitors to be promoting you rather than themselves? Well, we can make it happen all legally and all ethically, and you get instant access tonight. Backdoor number two, companies using you. Why in the world should you do pay-per-click? The costs are too much. I showed you $10 a click, $12 a click. Let the others pay for the click, but they'll still send you the traffic. So big no-no on PPC. Backdoor number two is I'm going to get you to the ability to get any company that's paying for incoming traffic to then just send you that traffic. Again, instant access tonight. Third, instant ad creator. Guys, this is such a cool. I challenge you right now. Open up a browser. Go to 99designs.com. Every time you want to get an ad design done, it'll cost you days and at least a minimum $500. I'm talking about 10 days possibly and at least $500 and a big headache of reviewing at least 30, 40 ads before you find one that you choose. You don't believe me? Go. Go right now. www.99designs.com. Check it. $500 is the cheapest. You could go $1,000, $1,500. Guess what? Forget all of that. Guys, Adrian is the master ad creator. He knows exactly what converts, what works, how it works, when it doesn't work. Why not use that to your advantage? Adrian's created an ad creator for you that will blow your mind. He'll create an ad for you in 5 minutes or less for free, right within the same system you already saw. Again, hallelujah to technology, because technology is what you need now to give yourself that jump start. We're going to even take care of this. If for some reason you decide not to use the ad that is given to you inside of the system already, well, you can come to our systems and create one for free in 10 minutes or less. Again, instant access starting tonight, right now. All right, and never, ever done before. Now, this is where I literally had to grab Adrian's arm, twist it behind his back, and make him agree, because I really wanted you guys to experience what I experienced There's nothing better than having this man stand over your shoulders. So we're putting together the first ever boot camp with Adrian. You get the entire blueprint. CPVX, never seen before. The X has never been seen before. Full video training, step-by-step blueprint, a complete support structure, including support for any question you have about the technology. It's as good as having Adrian stand over your shoulders and shout at you while you do the exercises. Now tell me that that wouldn't make a huge difference, because you can see what he's doing, and he will walk you through it, and he'll show you exactly how to do it. A guy with years of experience who makes up to $200,000 a month using the very system you're about to embark on. And guys, Adrian, never done this before. I told you it took a lot of talking. My head still hurts from all the convincing I had to do. So let's just really quickly look back. Guys, I am a big non-believer in doing all this value add-ups crap. But, you know, to put in perspective for you, I want you to understand that a minimum of $27,000 has gone into this. It's actually millions. I mean, if you want to sit down and calculate how much Adrian's already spent in advertising, it's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, how much he spent on getting this technology done, how much I've spent on helping him perfect the technology. Look, you get ready to go campaigns. These are campaigns that you can witness, watch. They're examples. You can get any site to promote you. So look at backdoor number 1 and number 2. I mean, essentially, with those 2 backdoors, any website, any URL in the world, in any country, can now promote your site. You never have to worry about any ads. But the best part of all, you get Adrian standing over your shoulders. Guys, this is all easily worth over $27,000. You literally get everything you could possibly need. Training, coaching, keywords, affiliates, CPAs, the research behind that, profit pooling examples, a proven formula. Again, a proven formula. A big mistake Adrian and I made years back that took us a year to start and making money was because we did not follow or invest into a proven formula with an expert who could give us profit pooling examples to watch and move forward with. You get all of that. We don't want you to make that mistake today. There's a minimum total value of $27,000. You know what? Scratch that out. I could argue this is easily worth, well, look, if Adrian's making $200 grand on his best month, right? That's $2.4 million in a year you could make. Bam. This stuff in front of you is worth at least $2 million. And nobody could argue that with me, because that's exactly what he's making. And he's been able to teach me to start making money with it so quick. And he's been able to teach his family and his friends and random strangers how to use this strategy, that yes, it's worth over $2 million. Now, you're about to get access to exactly what we use. The same training, the same tools, exactly the same. Adrian's trained dozens of success stories. We're looking for our next star group. Now, the stories he has, the success stories he has, a lot of them are family, friends, with a few random strangers here. But we are looking for our next group that comes right from the internet marketers. We have the team already ready to help. They're literally waiting right now to help. A lot of them have probably been answering your questions, but they're ready. They are ready to help you right now. You get full access to the entire system plus full technology. I mean, beyond what you even saw. More than what you saw. Also, limited only today. I am going to pay for $200 towards your tuition. That's coming out of my pocket personally. Why? Why am I doing this? I don't know. Like Adrian said, he wants to be known as the guy that's the real deal. I want to be known as the guy that's the nice deal. You know, if you guys are ready to make a change in your life, I'm ready to invest in that change. I sure as heck would have loved someone to do this for me 9 years ago. It would have made a big difference in my life. Now, look, at the end of the day, I'm a businessman. I'm selfish too. So hopefully if I do this for you, you use this system, I know you're going to make money using it. You're going to do great. Well, come back. Invest more with my company. So I'm trying to win your goodwill here. I don't care. You can look at it however you want. You save $200 on the spot today. I will cover it for you. And we start immediately. Today only, exclusive offer. It expires. Over $27,000 gone into the developing of this strategy. Just ask yourself, what if you could see Adrian's top converting offers as examples? What is that worth to you? Think about the possibility of seeing an example that's making 6 figures, that's making 5 figures in a day. The possibility of seeing that, what is that worth to you? We're talking about his best performing ones, some of his best performing ones. Here's what I want you to do. Right now, guys, I have exactly 30 seats as I start this. So I'm seeing a lot of you here on the right question box. Will has been dying. Will, there you go. I want you to go to www.masstrafficx.com/yes, Y-E-S. You type this exact URL in right now to your URL bar, because I have got exactly only 30 seats to whom I'm going to give a $200 rebate, $200 instant credit that's coming out of my pocket. Plus, Adrian has limited right now because he likes to do that boot camp. He does not want too many people in there. Plus, guys, he uses this. I use this software. Unlike a lot of the stuff you probably see, we use it. We will be out there making our campaigns. We do not want hundreds of people in there. So right now, www.masstrafficx.com/yes. Masstrafficx.com/yes. You see the URL on your screen. Go to it right now. I literally just turned on my text messaging because what's going to happen is my team is going to keep me informed on what we have left. How many seats we have left. All right, right now I need you to go to www.masstrafficx.com